Hey everyone, this is Ben, and thank you for joining us on this episode of the SEMPER Gumbie channel. Well, we are here one last time for 2023. Our last camping trip of the year. It is New Year's Eve, and we decided to come out to the campsite, bring in 2024 what we like doing best. So why did we decide to come camping on New Year's Eve? Well, this time last year we brought in 2023 on a camping trip. So why break the tradition? And we'll have a little bit of sparkling water here in a little bit as we bring in the new year. But it's been an incredible 2023. And I want to thank, a whole slew of folks. And I apologize if I leave you out. It's just so many of you that have been part of the SEMPER Gumbie channel. Not only my family, my friends, my new friends that I've met on YouTube and establish a really good friendship, and we keep in contact all the time. It's amazing how YouTube allowed me to meet people across the United States. And as some of you may not know, this summer we traveled all the way from Tennessee to Wyoming to do camping and meet people along the way. And we got the opportunity, meaning Hoku and I, to meet some incredible folks. We were only truck camping then. We only had the truck with the cap on there. So with a 100-pound German Shepherd and me, and going 2,000 miles across the United States, you learn how to minimize or maximize the space you have, and how to eat, sleep, and your other duties. We'll do a recap. We left in July from Tennessee, went all the way to, we drove all the way actually to Fort Worth, Texas, where we did our first collaboration video with our buddy Brian Waters from the Brian Waters Outdoors channel. And Brian was awesome. We had a great time. But on our way, we encountered about 3 or 4 storms, really severe thunderstorms going through Arkansas and Texarkana. It's one of the worst storms. I actually had to take shelter under an abandoned gas station because the hail was coming down. When we got to Lake Ray Roberts in Fort Worth, I met up with Brian. He cooked an amazing ribs meal. I cooked up some steaks and had a great dinner. He introduced me to his Texas donkey. And if you don't know what a Texas donkey is, you go ahead and go back to the Brian Waters collaboration video, and I'll post all the videos in the description box below. But little did we know, there was a huge storm that was brewing on the horizon, and it came in as soon as we got done eating dinner. It was so bad that it was blowing the truck around. The water was coming into the back of the tailgate. But it was an adventure. I mean, you can't plan for something like that. And I spent 2 days over at the lake. But I want to, thank Brian Waters for giving me the opportunity to come out and do a collaboration video with him. It was amazing. But we'll make it back. But this time, we'll avoid the storms. Well, from there we went to, we stopped in Amarillo, and I wanted to go on the old Route 66. I wanted to see the Cadillac Ranch, some of the things along the way. So I decided to stay the night, and we pulled into this RV park just to sleep. But it was 107 degrees and my AC broke. AC on the tailgate, my 5,000 BTUs. Luckily with Instacart, they I was able to have it delivered to the campsite. I had to borrow a jigsaw from the maintenance guy to make it fit, but we made it work. We left Amarillo the next morning and headed out to Colorado, actually, through Pueblo and then up to Colorado Springs, where we met up with our buddy TA, who just retired, well, last year, just retired from the military, the Army, and he lives in Colorado Springs with him and his wife. So he came out to the campsite, and he's a minimalist. He brought just a canopy over for his truck, a sleeping bag, a mat. I mean, this guy's a stud, man, I swear. So we spent, he spent the night in the back of his truck, and it was cold. This was the middle of summer, and it was like 40 degrees. We were up at altitude. Hoku and I were in my truck cap, and I was, I'm glad I had an extra blanket, but I didn't bring a heater because this was in the middle of summer. In Texas, it was 107 degrees. And now we are up at Colorado, which was 40 degrees. So I spent the night in, or actually 2 nights in Colorado Springs. Met up with, like I said, TA. Met some really great folks who brought me some wings, and I, got coffee, and Jeff and Sidonia. But I'm not going to go too much in detail. You got to watch the video because everything was canceled, and then a tornado was heading out to where we decided to stay, and we were headed back to Amarillo. It was crazy, but it was something that I really enjoyed because you can't plan that kind of, it was an adventure. So check out the full video. It's about an hour and 15 hour and 20 minutes long. It's camping across the United States. So if you got some free time, watch the video. It's awesome. But anyway, I want to thank a whole bunch of people for being part of the SEMPER Gumbie channel in 2023. We did 3 collaborations, one with Brian Waters from the Brian Waters Outdoors channel. We did one with Mr. Doug from D&T in Tennessee, and we also did one with Mr. Cody from Topper Camping and in Missouri. So we had a chance to go all the way across the United States, camp in Texas, Colorado, come back, hang out with Cody up in Missouri, and then do a 2-day camping trip with Mr. Doug here in Tennessee. Like I said, we met some really great people along the way. The video following this little segment, you're gonna see all the people that we met along the way and people that we camped with. It's a video montage. So like I said, I'll be at the campground, people come up to me and they remember or they seen me on YouTube, and it's flattering and it's amazing. But I want to thank the following people, and I apologize if I don't get you all. First of all, Mr. Willie Gray. He's been with the channel since, God, we were at 100 or 200 subscribers. We still talk almost every day or text. So check out Mr. Willie Gray at the Great Outdoors. That's Grayt Outdoors. Great guy. And if you can support his channel by subscribing. We want to thank Mr. Phil from Old Man Old Truck. He stopped here in Tennessee on his way to God, I can't remember the name. And I haven't been drinking yet. Overlanding west, it was in I believe Arizona. He stopped by in Tennessee on his way. So Old Man Old Truck. I want to thank Doug from D&T in Tennessee. If you hear some of the music on my videos, he has copyright video or copyright free videos where you can download from, if you go to his channel, DNT in Tennessee, and it has a link to his copyright free video you can download. We want to thank Cody, Mr. Cody in Missouri. We did a great camping collaboration in Echo Bluff, Missouri, in a town called Eminence. Beautiful. As part of the, I want to say the bluffs out there were just amazing, and you'll see some of the video footage from my drone. Want to thank God, a whole bunch of people, and I apologize. You know, my neighbors, Mr. Neal, Levin and Christy Ward, you know, Doug Hill, Chuck Priest, my mom, my dad, my sister, who is still going through stage 4 cancer. It's been a year now, and she is a trooper. She is God. You know, and, you know, when you have stage 4 cancer, you know, some people just give up. She's been fighting the whole way, and she's the medication she's on is helping control the cancer. So I love you, Shelly. My family that came to visit, Ken Fields, who took care of Hoku when I had to go up for some training. And a whole bunch of other folks. And like I said, I apologize if I forget to include you in this. And you know who you are. If you're watching this right now, you're from my heart, giving you some big thanks. 2023 did give some heartbreaks. I had to put one of my dogs down, Maya, who was with me for 15 years. And that's that video is also on YouTube. Just be aware if you watch it. Viewer discretion is advised, because I filmed the whole thing. So, but she was with me for 15 years and traveled all the way across the United States. So, you know, I had to put her down. And that was like the hardest thing to do. But we returned from our trip from across the United States. I landed a new job as a police officer again. Retired as one and went back to work as one. So that's keeping me busy. I did drive down to Dothan, Alabama. Ended up buying a camper, kind of like an off-grid camper, and I do have a video with that. Thank you, Justin Kirkland and the folks at Vintage Trailer Works for working with me and helping me out and getting me that trailer. You guys are awesome. So if you guys go to looking for an off-road or off-grid trailer, I do have a video on that too. It's one of my biggest videos. I think it's got 15,000 views. But go to Vintage Trailer Works and check out their trailers. Camped in that for a little bit, and then I ended up getting a Ram Promaster, and I'm building that out right now. So Hoku and I have 3 ways we can camp. We can truck camp, trailer camp, and van camp. So we got that whole spectrum covered. But we want to thank our sponsors this year. God, there are so many of you, and I apologize if I leave you out, but we want to thank Bluetti. Bluetti has been great. They provided us the power stations that you see in my videos. We also want to thank BougeRV for our coolers, our 12-volt refrigerators. Joulle, you see me cooking or boiling water on that. VTOMAN for their power station. My Medic for the first aid kits. Montana Knife Company. Magnum Bikes. You probably haven't seen a whole lot of the bikes here at the campsite because I don't have a bike rack, but I am working on that. And when we get to the spring series, you'll see me bringing the electric bike with me all the time. iHood, the jacket and vest for keeping me warm on these camp trips. Beavercraft, bushcraft tools, Wuben flashlights, Phoenix, Ox beam. Whew. I mean, there's a list, and I apologize, like I said, if I left you out. But you'll see, if you go to the channel and look at the videos of the reviews, they're all on there. So thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you for all of our friends. Thank you for all our subscribers. And thank you for my family. And thank you, Hoku, for keeping me safe along the way. But now you guys are going to see a video montage of the journey we've done in 2023, and I look forward of being here with all of you for 2024. We've got some really good, cool things coming. We've got a Gumbie gathering coming up in March at the Land Between the Lakes. We're going to have a couple of YouTubers coming out. But if you're interested of attending, we've got Mr. Brandon from Texas, or I'm sorry, Georgia. We got Mr. Phil from South Carolina. We've got Mr. Cody coming up from Missouri, and some other folks that are going to join us. So, you know, looking forward to that. But anyway, I want to wish you all a very happy 2024. I couldn't be here doing this without all of you. So thank you for supporting the channel. And if you're seeing this for the first time, go ahead and hit subscribe, and it'd be right there, I believe, there or there. It'll be on the bottom right corner of your computer screen. And comment and like. That helps the channel out a lot. So anyway, let's get to this video. Happy New Year.
If I'm lost along the way, if I wander off onto a different trail, will you forgive me if I fail when I'm lost and derailed? If I cry when I'm blue, if I cry alone when I am with you, will you forgive me if I do? If I cry when I'm blue, through wind and through rain, through trouble and pain, if ever my heart strain, will you pull me through like you always do when I am calling your name, when I am calling your name? if I'm wrong and you're right. Through wind and through rain, through trouble and pain, if ever my heart strained, will you pull me through like you always do when I am calling your name? Through wind and through rain, through trouble and pain, if ever my heart strained, will you pull me through like you always do when I am calling your name? When I am calling your name. If I'm lost along the way, if you find me in a state of disarray, will you hold on another day? If I'm lost along the way, if I'm lost along the way, if I'm lost along the way, if I wander off onto a different trail, will you forgive me if I fail when I'm lost and derailed? If I cry when I'm blue, if I cry alone when I am with you, will you forgive me if I do? If I cry when I'm blue, through wind and through rain, through trouble and pain, if ever my heart strained, will you pull me through like you always do when I am calling your name? When I am calling your name. If I'm wrong when you are right, if I'm only seeing things in black and white, will you forgive me tonight? If I'm wrong and you're right, through wind and through rain, through trouble and pain, if ever my heart strained, will you pull me through like you always do when I am calling If you find me in a state of disarray, will you hold on another day? If I'm lost along the way, if I'm lost along the way.